Coming up, we discover the seaside town of £1 million views, sparkling waters and some of the most expensive homes in the UK. Behind the pastel cottages and busy summer streets lies a story with rich history. Today we'll find out how this was transformed into one of Britain's most exclusive destinations and whether the real cost of paradise is now too high. A cool 2.2 mil for that one there. So today we're off exploring Salcombe, the town of £1 million views, and we're going to find out how it transformed from a small working harbour into one of Britain's most exclusive destinations. Salcombe's story starts long before the yachts and champagne bars. For centuries this was a small fishing village surviving on the bounty of the sea and the skill of its shipbuilders. By the 18th and 19th centuries, the town's natural harbour had become a vital hub for coastal trade and shipbuilding. Ships built right here would sail as far as the Mediterranean, carrying fruit, salt and other cargo. But life here wasn't easy. The Salcombe estuary is beautiful, but it's also dangerous. Treacherous rocks, shifting sands and powerful tides made sailing a constant risk. Many lives were lost at sea, and the Salcombe lifeboat station became one of the most important along this coast. There are even stories of smugglers slipping in and out of hidden coves, taking advantage of the twisting coastline and remote beaches. Back then, Salcombe wasn't a holiday escape, it was a tough working town and was totally dependent on the sea. So how did this once rugged harbour town become a millionaire's playground? The change started in the mid-20th century as more people began discovering the South Devon coast for holidays. Post-war tourism boom brought visitors, and over time some decided to stay, at least part-time. The second home market began to grow, slowly at first, but then rapidly accelerating in the past 20 to 30 years. Today, the average house price in Salcombe sits around £1.5 million, with waterfront homes often selling for £5 million or more. More than half, 57% exactly, of the homes here in Salcombe are second homes or holiday lets, which means much of the year they're empty. A sharp contrast, in summer the town is buzzing. Restaurants, cafes and shops thrive on the tourist trade, but come winter some of the streets are eerily quiet, with shops closing early and second homes being shuttered, and the town almost seems to hibernate until spring. The standard equipment for any self-respecting millionaire in this area: get yourself a nice boat. Much like many other touristy towns, it is hustling and bustling. Tight winding streets, lots of shops around. Certainly no signs of this particular street struggling for keeping units open. Obviously, being based around the estuary and the harbour here, plenty of boat cruises, rib rides. You can hire your own boat. Plenty of activities to do. Little exclusive car park there for some private apartments. Well, you would want your own car park, wouldn't you? You wouldn't have to park with the riffraff. A cool 2.2 mil for that one there. 3.75 million if you want to look across there. 3 million for this beautiful home here. Fabulous. In contrast, bungalow, just down there, £550,000. That gives you some example there of the cost of property. £550,000 will buy 2 of the houses that we live in. A little example of things you can see in this estuary. The property boom's definitely brought money to Salcombe, but it's also brought challenges. Many of the locals, especially younger people, can't afford to certainly buy anywhere here. And renting, as you saw back in the estate agent down in the main street there, is extremely expensive, and a lot of these properties are snapped up by letting agencies for holiday lets anyway. Homes that once cost tens of thousands now sell for millions, like the ones across the way there. We are talking at least 5 million for them. And that makes it difficult for key workers, shop workers, hospitality workers to find anywhere close to the area or nearby to actually live. Businesses struggle to recruit because staff can't afford to live in the place where they work. And of course in winter, it all slows down once the tourists disappear. On the other hand, money from tourism, like us, keeps the local economy afloat, without which local shops, services, hospitality simply wouldn't survive. It's quite a complicated picture. Town thriving in the summer, hollowed out in the winter. Some people call that the ghost town effect. Others simply say that's the price of success. Right, let's explore a bit more of this beautiful town. We're taking a walk out of the town, seaward, along the side of the estuary. Some absolutely stunning views along here, which is worth doing this little walk just for those alone. Kim's snapping away, no doubt, behind me. And we're just going to see what's up this end, towards where the estuary goes out into the sea. And it's a nice little walk along this little leafy lane. Like I said, beautiful views. This part of South Devon really is stunning. There's the mouth of the estuary there, cracking. After taking that little walk up out of the town, we decided it was time we went across the estuary and saw how the other half lived. A very short ferry ride across the estuary, and we're going to have a little stroll on these beautiful beaches on this side. We're across the other side of the estuary and we're taking a little stroll on this beautiful beach, aren't we?
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. And getting a little bit of a closer look at some of these houses on this side. A bit more exclusive on this side. Fantastic. Plenty of wildlife about, a few seals in the estuary. And there's even just down here, which I'm not sure if you're going to pick up, a big old heron stood there doing a bit of fishing. And why not? Look at the setting. Absolutely beautiful. Good example there behind me of one of the larger waterfront properties across this side. Very nice too. One of the many boat trips you can take. One of the rib rides there. Coming back in. They've been out round the bay checking out wildlife, I guess. So plenty of activities for us tourists to do, as well as the locals that just want to sit in their houses, like that one, and watch us tourists. After taking one final look at the houses that people like us can never hope to be able to afford, we made our way back across the estuary for one final look at this beautiful town here in Devon. Step off the ferry and you've got the joy of a few steps. Kim's making her way like a mountain goat. As you know, if you've seen the channel before, steps are my favourite thing in the world, ever. In fact, I might go back down and back up again. So Salcombe's story is one of incredible transformation, really, from shipbuilders to second home, from hard-working harbour to one of the most exclusive coastal towns in the country. But as the waves keep rolling in, the question remains, can Salcombe hold on to its soul? Or is the true cost of so-called paradise more than just a house price? Let us know what you think. Drop us comments below. Tell us if you've been to Salcombe or somewhere similar. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, if you have enjoyed coming around with us and enjoyed looking at Salcombe here in beautiful South Devon, give us a big thumbs up, click subscribe, because we love to have you along with us, and we'll see you somewhere next time. Say goodbye, Kim.
Goodbye, Kim.
Goodbye, Kim.